I am here with Nadia Zafar from Pakistan, and she's going to tell us a little bit about everything. Nadia?
Hi, Ben.
Hi, how are you, Nadia?
I'm good.
Tell us, I'm really curious. You have blown my stereotype of women from Pakistan, and I was just wondering, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you feel as a Pakistani woman and what you're doing and all that kind of stuff.
It's hard for me to speak for all Pakistani women. Pakistan is a pretty big country. It has a number of different lifestyles and cultures existing within its boundaries. I can speak for myself. I grew up in Karachi and went to Catholic school. Even though I come from a Muslim family, those schools are pretty well respected back home, and my parents are proud to send me and my sisters there. It was a school for girls. And then I went on to get my undergraduate degree here in the US, in Massachusetts. I went back, worked for 5 years.
Where'd you get your undergrad from?
I got it from Mount Holyoke College.
Okay.
It's one of the Seven Sisters schools.
Yeah.
And they were very welcoming. They offered me a scholarship, and it was really made easy for me to be able to make the journey to come over. I do belong to a conservative family. I am like the first woman who's ever traveled outside her home even for education at such a young age, at 18. My father never even allowed my older brother to leave for undergraduate. He only got to go for his master's, but he let me come. And also I'm like one of the few working women in my family who chose to work and be out of the house and work as a career. So I came to Mount Holyoke for my undergrad. Then after I was done, I went back home. I worked for 5 years in news media, and then I've recently come back to the US to do my master's.
And so earlier Nadia was telling us about how much she loves Texas and she wants a ranch in Texas and everything else. So I'm just really curious, what is your perception of people from Texas?
Well, I'm sure I would love Texas if I ever visited. I never have. I've only heard about Houston. Apparently there's a big Pakistani population there, Pakistani Americans or just Pakistanis. I've never been, so I really don't know. I don't want to give any opinion before I actually go, but I have met one person from Texas, and I like him very much. It's fun to talk to you, Ben, and if more people from Texas are like you, then I'm sure I'll love it.
Everybody in Texas is just like me. Exactly. Is there anything that you would like to tell a Texas audience, Baylor University MBA students? Any vision that you would want to share with them? Any dreams that you have for America? Is there anything that you think, hey, this is interesting?
Okay. It's that's I could talk about that for like days and days. Like I don't exactly know what part of that would be specifically interesting to students at Baylor University, but because they're students, and I'm sure there are some international students where you guys are as well, I would like to point out that international students who leave their homes and come all the way to the US to learn are an asset as well. They bring culture with them, and they are a great way to learn about different cultures. So use that. Talk to more international students. Welcome them to your homes for breaks or Thanksgiving or stuff like that. It always helps. And talk about their own holidays, and maybe they will share their holidays with you. And in the future as well, I think the United States offers quality education to many students from many nationalities across the world, but it becomes really difficult for these students to then become part of this life and culture if they so choose. It is not as easily accessible, and sometimes it's hard. You come here at a young age, like 18, you make friends here. Your first glimpse of life as an adult is in this country, but then maybe this is not the country you'll stick with because you're not allowed to, and especially after 9/11, psychologically and legally things have become tougher for students, and maybe that is something to realize, that weighing in the benefits that these students bring, how they could be welcomed.
And you were telling me earlier about your religious beliefs, about an interesting church. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That is not my religious belief. Ben, do not try to put it, talk about the unnamed church, because I won't. It is knowledge. I try to find out about many different kinds of things that are going on around me. I am a journalist. I try to read up on it. There are tons and tons of things that I still don't know, and I want to learn about it. And so that's what I was sharing with you, because I think you should know about it too.
So here's the story. Nadia is a politician, because what she said off camera was a lot more fun and interesting than what she'll say on camera, and I can't get her to say the things that
I
she
can
said
tell
off
you,
camera.
you guys should go online on Google, not listen to Ben or me, and search for the Church of the Spaghetti Monster. You can do it. You're welcome to. I just found out about it a few weeks ago when my roommate, who is a scientist, told me about it. And because he deals with science and he knows the different approaches to science, he found out about the Spaghetti Monster Church. And at first I didn't believe him, but I wanted to check it for myself, so I checked up, looked up. It's there on Wikipedia. What you gonna do? And
What you gonna do?
And it happened in your country.
What you gonna do?
Not in Pakistan.
What you gonna do? Say it again. What you gonna
do?
That's gonna be our catchphrase. What you gonna do? Okay, thanks.